Welcome to Midnight Dolls with Ella and Saffi, Sophie and Felicia, Charley and Eliza, April and Anne Mae, and Isa. Hope you enjoy! Hello and welcome to this video. So today we're going to be making this adorable little top for the mini dolls. So it's kind of a summary one because it's very short and it's very nice. So if you saw the video where we actually made this skirt, then this is a perfect thing to put with it. Or if you don't want to make the skirt or whatever, then you can use this top for whatever you like. So we're going to show you how to make that in this video. So let's start off with the things you'll need. So we're going to be needing some wool. We're going to be this relatively thin wool. It's not thick, it's just kind of general wool. Obviously this is like different colors, like it changes color. But obviously if you don't have that, then that's fine. Just choose a color that you like. If you fancy doing it like striped or something, then that's absolutely fine. If you fancy doing a rim, like kind of the bottom of this, if you fancy, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what color, it can literally be anything. And after that you will need 4mm needles. That's what we're using. If you don't have 4mm, you probably can get away with using 4.5, 3.5 or whatever you have. It just might be slightly smaller and you might have to add a couple of rows or stitches when you cast on and stuff. But if you don't, then just do something like that. And then you're also going to be needing a crochet hook. We use a 3mm crochet hook, but if you don't have any, then it's literally, if you have just any crochet hook, that's absolutely fine. If you don't have a crochet hook, you can still do it. We just do it a different way. And then you'll need a woolen needle, and preferably one with a really big eye, because you need to fit a chain like you do with a crochet. You crochet a chain, and that needs to fit through here, so it might not fit through all of them, so it's got a bigger eye. That's better. So yeah, and then just a pair of scissors to cut the wool, or anything else you wanted to cut with. And I think that's about it. So the first thing we need to do is cast on 28 stitches. So now we're going to do 3 rows of just this. Also, something we forgot to mention is we're going to be doing knit purl, but obviously that is 100% fine if you just want to do knit. So it should look something similar to this. So yeah, and now what you're going to do is might be a little tricky to explain, and sorry if you don't understand what we mean, but so you're going to do 6 rows of what we're about to say. So you knit these 2 together. So actually we'll just show you. So we're actually doing purl on this one. So you just like put your needle through 2 stitches instead of 1 and knit it as if it's 1. So that means you only get 1, but you've done 2. So you're going to be doing that at both ends, and you're going to be doing that for 6 rows. So it should look something a little similar to this. obviously in a different colour. And if you did just knit, then it wouldn't look like with the V's, but the shape should look a little bit like this. And we actually realised that you need to do, how many was it? I think it was 4 more rows of doing just exactly the same thing we did. I can't count because you literally need to do 1 more row of that, but this is what it should look like. So this is what it should look like. If you wanted to, you could add an extra row or 2 at the top, but we think this is long enough, so it's fine. And that's it for this actually. So what we need to do now is cut just a small bit, like do it like that, and just sew it to the, like, I don't really know, so you've got to like just put it somewhere close and do that. Make sure it's got a loop there, and then what you're going to do is sew through that again. So we just put the needle through and thread it in because it came on thread, and put it through, and then put it through that extra loop is just down there. And this will just stop it from coming undone. And just pull that tight, and then what you can do is just cut it relatively close to it. So that's all, that's like the main piece. Now you need to pick up your crochet hook, and you're just going to do a chain. It doesn't need to be that long, probably needs to be about the size of my hand. So yeah, it doesn't need to be that long, so it's just as we will show on here, the bit that goes through the top there and tie at the back. So doesn't need to be that long, it's just doing a chain crochet hook. If you don't have a crochet hook, you could plait it because it basically looks the same, but you'll need 3 you'll need 3 pieces of string. But yeah, you could do that, or you could just use 1 bit of string if you want. That ended up being around about 24 stitches. I don't know if you call them stitches, but anyway, yeah, we think it should be about this long. Yeah, you could do it longer if you wanted to. So now what we're going to do is just cut it quite like that, and just thread this bit through the loop, and then you can cut off the ends pretty close to the actual chain. And there you go. So now you need to put that through your needle. And now comes the tricky bit to explain. So you could either do, since there's only actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches, since there's only 6, it probably would work if you just wanted to thread the needle down like through it. You could do 3 at a time. So you could either do that, or you do slip stitch. I don't know if that's what it's called, but basically just put that onto, put all of the stitches from the knitting needle onto the sewing needle, or the wool needle. And then since we're on there, just pull it through onto the chain, and there you go. That is the main part of the top done. So now what you need to do is fold it inside out if you're doing knit purl. Take a small bit of string, doesn't actually have to be that long, so that long, that's actually probably too long, but it's fine. Thread it onto the needle, and then sew it up. we'll only need a couple of stitches. Just sew it up just to the bottom bit where you just to the bottom bit where you actually did the 3 rows. You know, the 3 rows without decreasing anything. Yep. And then once you're done, tie it off however you normally tie off your sewing, we just do the thing where you just like thread it through there, then put it through that hole, and put it through that hole again, and then cut it off. Yeah, we did too much, and that is your top done. It might not look too much like a top, but we'll just put it on. Let's put it on Anne Mae. So we'll take your top off. Sorry, Anne Mae, and then step through it if you want to. Put it over the head if it fits. Okay, so it's a little loose. Might want to decrease the number of stitches that you started with, but I think it looks right. And then basically just tie it back in a knot. Just do a single knot. It shouldn't come undone too much. And there you have it. It is really cool if you ask me, especially with these colors. I think it looks really cool with the different colors coming through it. Yeah, you might want to stitch up a couple more rows if it's too loose, but if you did that, then it's fine. So I think that looks pretty cool, and that is how to make a top for a mini doll. This is a 6-inch Lori doll. Mini Our Generation or mini American Girl dolls will work. They're the same size, or pretty much the same. I don't know. I'm sure these will work for Barbies as well. Any doll with about that size, like top, will be fine. So yeah, this is the same as this. It's slightly a bit smaller along the bottom, but there you go. That works perfectly well with this skirt that we made in our last video. Link in the description. And obviously you can make as many as you can. And then yeah, if you didn't actually before to explain, if you didn't do the chain, then you just use a single piece of wool and do the same technique with the sewing needle and slip stitch it onto needle and pull it onto the string. So thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Thanks for watching Midnight Dolls with Ella and Saffi, Sophie and Felicia, Charley and Eliza, April and Anne Mae, and Isa. Hope you enjoyed!